Hi, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services, and today we're going to talk about widgets. Now, you've probably seen widgets and just didn't know what they were, so we're going to talk about them as a continuation of our discussion about building your WordPress blog. So if you haven't been following along, we started at the very beginning with a video that walked you through everything that you would need to install a self-hosted WordPress site. Then on the next video, we actually went through the installation process, which took about maybe 10 minutes. I know a lot of people feel like you have to be super techy and go through all these technical things in order to install a blog, and that is so not true. I think maybe it used to be true a while back, but now they've really made it simple to do a self-hosted WordPress blog installation. So we walked you through the actual installation, and those things that we talked about in the first video really, once you can get most of those items together ahead of time, it really helps you sail through your installation. So then once we got the blog installed, everybody was like cheering because now they were, officially blog owners and they had their own WordPress blog. But the thing that you need next is you have to provide a look and feel for your blog. And so the way that you do that is by selecting a theme. So I did about maybe 3 videos on themes because that's very important. The way that your blog looks and the information you present to your audience has a lot to do with, how many people are really going to be loyal readers of your blog. The other thing that's going to help your blog is how you choose to organize the information. So your organization, your look and feel, and of course the content that you provide will really, that's going to make the difference between, who your audience will be, the kinds of people that you attract to your blog, and how successful your blog is going to be. So that's why we're really spending a lot of time on themes. And so the discussion of widgets really ties right in with the theme, because widgets, as you'll see in a few moments, are dependent on the theme that you select. So let's go ahead and get started with this discussion of widgets. Now, widgets are really just small blocks of content or small blocks of code that perform a specific function. So, and the great thing about widgets is that it extends the functionality of your site. So you have certain things that you can do with a blog post. You have certain things that you want to accomplish with your pages. And so when you have widgets, that really extends that functionality out even further. Now, widgets are normally placed on sidebars, and you've seen widgets. If you've looked at a blog, you've seen widgets, but maybe you weren't aware that that's what they were. But most widgets are standard in sidebars. So people normally put widgets in their sidebar, even if they don't put them anywhere else. But there are other areas on your website or on your web page that you can, depending on your theme, place your widgets. So widgets are theme dependent, as we said before. The number of widgets available, in other words, the number of widget areas available on your site are going to be dependent upon your theme, and it really varies. So you may have one theme that only gives you, maybe 2 or 3 locations to put your widgets. Then as you're going to see with my particular theme, the theme that I selected, I have lots of places that I can put widgets. So, and then there are themes that are somewhere in between, And the thing of it is too, WordPress doesn't really require that theme developers place widgets on, give you the ability to place widgets on your site. So you may even run across a theme that doesn't have a place for widgets. Now, I would think that at least 3 widgets would be, good enough to do the things that you might want to do. But at a minimum, you would want to have at least 3, I would think. But it's all up to you. And when you're selecting your theme, you definitely want to think about, and we're going to show you, I'm going to actually take you to my site and show you how some of the widgets are applied. So some of the widget ready areas on most themes will include your header, your footer, your sidebar, and above or below your content. Now, how can widgets help you? As a blogger, widgets can help you emphasize and feature content. They can also help you with navigation. So you want to help your readers. You want to give them, all the things that they need to get around on your site. You don't want people to have to sit and think about, how do I get from point A to point B on your site? You want it to be apparent. If I want my readers to look at a topic that I really think will help them accomplish their goals, I want that to be crystal clear to them. When they land on any page on my site, I want them to be able to get to that content. So navigation is very important. The other thing that you want to do is you want to bring that content that people may not see out of the background and bring it into the foreground. So your widgets allow you to do that. You also want to emphasize maybe things, for example, if you're an affiliate, if you're in an affiliate program and you want to emphasize things that tie in with the goals of your audience, the things that they really need to accomplish their goals, you might want to place, some very strategically placed ads. So you may want to, monetize your site and have ads, but you don't want to, of course, when someone lands on your site, you don't want them to be bombarded with ads, because that's also kind of a turnoff. You want content and you want easy navigation. So widgets will allow you to emphasize the information, and the thing that you want to do too is encourage readers to view more posts and pages on your site, and you want them to take specific actions. So for example, you might want, if someone lands on a certain article, you may lead them to related content. And I know you've probably seen that on different people's blogs. Like you'll see at the very bottom of the article, it'll say related articles or related content, or you'll just have a link that you can use, whether it's a graphical link or a text-based link, that will allow you to look at different things on their site. So you want to encourage readers to view more posts and pages. Instead of looking at one article, you want people to look at, maybe 2 or 3 articles, maybe sign up for your newsletter. And so those are the things that a lot of times, when you're first engaging with someone, those are some things that you might want them to do. So you want to encourage them to look at more articles. You might want to encourage them to buy products or to see your products. Take a course, and then of course making navigation easy. So now I just kind of did a few screenshots to kind of show you where widgets are located. Now these are widgets in the sidebar, and this is the most common place that you're going to see widgets. Most themes will allow you to put widgets in the sidebar. So as you can see here, not sure what to say in your video. So this is just kind of a graphical image that I put together, that if someone is interested in video marketing and they're struggling with that, or they want more information, they can click on this link and that'll take them to a page that talks about video marketing and how to do it if you're not really sure what to say or what to do. This is an ad for ShareASale. So I'm a ShareASale affiliate, and so this is something that will help bloggers. If you're a blogger and you want to monetize your site, ShareASale is a great way to do that. So I have a link to ShareASale right there. And then there's some additional things, and we're going to go out to my blog here in a second, but there's some additional things that you can do based on your goals and the things that you think might be really useful for your audience. So when someone is scrolling, when they go to my site and they're kind of scrolling through and looking at what I have to offer, they're also going to see this sidebar. This sidebar is also going to be available to anyone that lands on my site. This is going to be visible to every single page on my site except for specific content where I have disabled the sidebar. But most of the pages on my site will have at least a sidebar that they can access to get additional information and access my navigation, and you'll be able to see that too. So then the next slide emphasizes widgets that are placed in the footer. Now these are menu widgets that I've used. Here's a calendar menu that I used, and then this is a widget that shows top posts and pages. So this is another area of your theme that may allow you to put widgets, and I'm sure you've probably seen blogs where they have additional information at the bottom. Now I'm really kind of thinking about paring that back because that looks a little busy, but this is another way that people can access information that is buried behind, the page that we're on, that, will bring that information or those articles to the forefront. So, you can put them in your footer. And then the next place that I talk about is putting them below your articles. So this is a banner that I created that goes below my article, and it encourages people to look at related content. So this particular page talks about gift ideas for geeks. So Gifts for Geeks is the name of the article. And so I also talk about, because geeks are usually known for loving math, science, engineering, all of those science related topics. And so this page kind of talks about, gifts for the people on your list who fall into that category. So then I put a related article about STEM toys, science, technology, engineering, and math. That's what STEM stands for, and basically just giving them a link so that they can look at another article that's related to STEM toys and games for kids. So just thinking about ways that you can help your readers transition from one place to another and encourage them to take a certain path through your blog. That's basically what widgets do. Now this is the end of my presentation, my PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to take you over to my WordPress dashboard, and we're going to put a couple of widgets on my site just so that you can see what how to do it. So now when you are on your back office, you want to go to the appearance menu. So on this, sidebar, on this left sidebar, you've got a lot of different, and depending on your theme and the plugins and all of that you have on your site, you may have more or less of, these menus, but you want to get to the appearance menu, and then you want to scroll down to widgets. So then you click on widgets, and that will take you to the widgets page where you're going to see everything that you ever wanted to know about widgets. Okay, so on the left side, here we are right here on the widgets page. On the left side, these are the available widgets, and all of this is going to be based on the theme that you have used. So you may have more of these and you may have fewer of these, but as you can see, there are lots of widgets available. Okay, so these are the available widgets over here. Then over here, you're going to see the areas. These are the widget ready areas that will allow you to put widgets. I could put widgets in every last one of these areas if I wanted. However, I have chosen to just have widgets in my left sidebar, my right sidebar, and then I have widgets in my footer area. So, and then I also have widgets below my my content. However, and based on your goals and the needs of your audience, that's really how you want to structure your widgets. So you want your site, the goal of your site, when someone lands on your page, you want it to be organized, and you want to be able to lead your readers on a logical path through your site. So hope that makes sense. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to choose the right sidebar, and we're going to put, because that's basically the standard area where I have my widgets. So we're going to choose that sidebar, and in order to see everything on your widget area, all you do is click on the down arrow, and all of these widgets are going to be the same. You just may not have as many. So yours should look exactly like this, like at least a right sidebar and a left sidebar. So when you click on the down arrow and the up arrow, your content is going to drop down, and these are all the widgets that I have on my site, on my right sidebar. So now I'm going to take this widget off because for some reason, I was going through this video before and my computer started acting weird. So we're going to just do that particular widget over. So I'm looking for the calendar widget. So here it is right here. So when you click on your widget, you just click on it like that. Then, this is going to drop down, and it will allow you to put, this calendar widget or whatever widget you have selected. It will allow you to put it, in all the areas that you have available to you. So I'm going to put it in the right sidebar. Looks like I already had one in the left sidebar, but we're going to put it in the right sidebar. And then we're going to click on Add Widget. Now, once it adds the widget, it scrolls you back up. And as you can see, I have a calendar widget right here. So the only thing I want to do with this, because WordPress already has that calendar, set up, all I have to do is type in, and I'm just going to say calendar. Or maybe I'll just say, let's see, publishing calendar. So this is going to be the title of my widget, Publishing Calendar. You can make your titles anything you would like. So if you want to choose a particular keyword, or if you just want to describe what the widget is, you can do that. And you can also leave these blank. So once you type in your title, you hit save. And you're done. Now, the thing that I want to bring to your attention is we're putting our calendar widget right below the Create Attention Getting Headlines widget. So just keep that in mind, that we're putting it below our Create Attention Getting Headlines widget. So now that we're done, we're going to close this widget, and we're going to move on to another widget. I'm going to try to find the custom HTML. So here's the custom HTML. I'm going to show you, because I'm a Share a Sale affiliate, if you're an affiliate, you can use this custom HTML widget to pretty much do whatever you would like to do. Now, I've already got one on the sidebar, but I'm going to add another one. So all I'm going to do is already selected my right sidebar. So I'm going to just click Add Widget. It's going to scroll back up, and there is the custom HTML widget right below our publishing calendar that we just put on there. So with this, all you do is you place HTML in the content box right here, and then that will enable you to display certain ads or images or text or whatever you would like. Now, if you know HTML, great, but you don't have to know HTML in order to utilize this. So I am a Share a Sale, as I said, I'm a Share a Sale affiliate, and I have already pulled up one of the ads that I want to put on my site. Now this ad is already on the sidebar widget, but I want to just show you how easy it is to copy and paste the code. So in order for me to put this particular image on my sidebar, Share a Sale has already got the code ready for me. So all I have to do is copy this code, and I can right click, copy, then I go over to my widget, my custom HTML widget, and I put my cursor in the content area, and then I right click again and hit paste, and that puts my HTML code right there. I didn't have to do any coding. I didn't have to know any coding. And most of the if you become an affiliate, or if you become associated with different companies, they will provide you most of the time with the HTML that you need to put ads or different things on your site. So you don't have to know code, you don't have to be a programmer, and there's nothing really hard about it. So I'm going to put my title in, Pink Ribbon, I'll just say buy pink ribbon items. So now I'm going to save, the same thing I did in the last widget. And see, it puts the name or the title that I entered right here. That goes right there. So that way you know what's in that particular widget. So now that I've saved it, then I'm going to close that widget. Now we have a publishing calendar and we have a custom HTML widget. Now let's see what else I can put on my okay, custom menu. Now, custom menus, I'll probably cover that in another video, but just to show you, if you've already created menus on your WordPress site, you can use a custom menu widget to display that particular menu. Now, I'm not going to go over creating the menu just for the sake of time, but I am going to show you how to put a widget on your sidebar or anywhere in the widget ready areas that you have available based on your theme. I'm going to show you how to put that on your sidebar. So it's already one on my right sidebar, but I'm going to add another one just so that I can show you how to do it. So I'm going to click on Add Widget. And then when I scroll down, here is my custom menu widget. So then I'm going to select, and see, I have several menus that I've already created, so they're already in my drop down. All I have to do is, I'll say courses. So I'll put learn, I'll just say learn marketing. Okay, so now I've named it, I've entered my title, I've selected my menu. Now I'm going to click on save. And as you can see, there's a theme here. You just basically do whatever the widget requests. You provide the information that the widget requests. You click on save and then you close. So now we have added 3 widgets to my website. And those widgets are going to show up when we go out to the website, and I'm going to do that in just 1 second. So now we've got a publishing calendar, and remember, all of these widgets are below the Create Attention Getting Headlines widget that was already on my page or on my site. So we added a publishing calendar, we added an ad that said buy pink ribbon items, and we added a custom menu that we titled Learn Marketing. So now we're going to go out to my website and we're going to look at my blog. We're going to click on my blog, and then we're going to look to see if those widgets are available. So now, as you can see, here is our Create Attention Getting Headlines widget. So now, here we are. Below that widget, we have a publishing calendar right here. We have a buy pink ribbon items ad right here, and we have a learn marketing menu that has lots of different ads, and so all of these widgets are the ones that we just added. And so as you can see, these widgets add additional functionality, and it helps readers to have a really easy way to see what's going on this blog. So let's just start at the very top, and as you can see, I have lots of widgets on this page. So this one is basically a sign up or an opt-in form where people can sign up for my newsletter. Then I have a navigation widget right here that says category. So this shows you all the categories on my blog. If you want to look at blogging, the articles under the blogging category, you can look there. building traffic, graphic design, marketing. All these are the various categories on the site. So this is kind of a navigation. In addition to the navigation that goes across the top, there's also, depending on which page they land on, they're always going to have access to these particular widgets. If you want to join us on social media, I have that widget. Then I also have, learn internet marketing and some of the ebooks and guides that are available. And then this is the share a sale link or ad that I told you about before. So if you're a blogger, share a sale is a great way for you to monetize your blog. Then I have a widget that, people can use to follow us on Pinterest. This is the article that I was telling you about, Gift Ideas for Geeks. So I have a page, or a board rather, on Pinterest that has a collection of gifts for geeks. So if you want to follow us on Pinterest, you can click on this and that'll take you out to our Pinterest page. I have our favorites. That's another menu that I set up. So this is a menu widget. Then this is also an ad for Tailwind. So this really, if you want to learn about visual marketing for Pinterest and Instagram, Tailwind is a great app that you can use for that. And then of course the breast cancer awareness video, or ad, and create attention getting headlines. So this is also an affiliate link that if you want to learn how to create great headlines, and headlines are really the thing that helps you get traffic and all of that, you can click on this and it will take you to a free ebook that will give you tips on how to create attention getting headlines. So that's pretty much it as far as widgets, and I hope that you've gotten some great information regarding how you can use widgets on your site. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And of course, if you have received some great information, I would appreciate it if you would share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues, and also comment below. I'm going to go ahead and sign out for now, but I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.